gonna check out an Alex Zedra video where she's doing gun fails negligent discharges part 2. Yes, so we're doing Gun Girl with people that, again, don't know how to handle firearms. So it's gonna be cringe, but cringe can be fun. Yes, Alex is very pretty. She is. And she's talking about guns. And we're gonna be watching people doing very stupid things with guns. Oh, it's your first time watching Alex with us, Dragon? I think you're gonna like it. The stuff she puts out is really fun, and she's knowledgeable. She's very knowledgeable about firearms. So, always a fun watch.
What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Alex Zedra, and today's gun fail video, we're going to be focusing on negligent discharge. Negligent discharge.
Gentlemen in chat, how many of you have ever had a negligent discharge? Me? Be honest. Kendrak, are you about to have a negligent discharge? I thought so.
Negligent discharges is NDs. NDs.
These nuts!
I hate that word discharge anyway. Discharge. Ugh. So let's get this party started, shall we?
Dump that bitch down.
Vic. Galrion, thanks for the gifted, but I was a bit distracted. Yeah, that was kind of perfectly timed. Holy shit! I think Alex's face is mimicking my own right now. We need to see that again. There is all sorts of run happening right here.
That bitch down.
He's aiming at the camera, which I think is mounted on a tripod. I do think that the camera or the phone is mounted on a tripod because it does not seem to be moving.
Party started, shall we?
Dump that bitch down.
Yeah. So he's not pointing it directly at someone because I do think this camera is tripod mounted or the phone's tripod mounted, but Homeboy is putting his face right above the fucking gun. Right above it. And he's either going to be catching a hot brass right up the fucking nose, or this thing's gonna kick right up into his fucking face. Well, it's Dragon. One thing I have to remember when it comes to firearm discharges, cameras, they can only record sounds up to a certain decibel, and if it goes louder than that, it's not really gonna register. So we hear that all the time when we watch our GunTuber videos. That when we're hearing the gunshots in the videos, we're thinking, oh, it sounds quieter than it actually is. So the microphone basically noise gates to keep the sound from getting completely blown out.
Damn, everybody.
Hang on. I need to see that frame by frame. Here we go, hang on. Okay, there's the gunshot. Back. I think he actually hit Homeboy's face. My God. The recoil actually put the muzzle into Homeboy's fucking face, and his finger is still on the trigger. His finger is still on the trigger. So not only did he barrel with it, he could have accidentally pulled the trigger a second time and sent off a second round right into his friend's head. Holy fuck. He almost killed his friend right here. He almost killed him. If he'd done a panic trigger squeeze, he would have killed his friend. Leo, it's been gone for a while now.
Damn, everybody. He just shot the gun.
Oh, the dick sucking
He
pose.
just shot the gun.
Say it was you. Say you was
Oh, y'all fried.
It was you.
Y'all about to shoot.
It was
oh,
you?
Y'all fried. Oh.
There's the cordite.
Bro, did he just say it was you?
Dump that bitch down. How y'all know it's a Glock in there? Damn, everybody.
Holy fuck. You know what happened? You know what I think happened? He didn't think he was loaded. This dumb fuck didn't think it was loaded. 'Cause yeah, I don't think there's no magazine. Didn't think about the one that's in the chamber.
How y'all know it's a Glock in there? Damn, everybody. He just shot the gun.
Instant D sucking pose every time.
Oh, he just shot the gun.
Say it was you. Say you was
Oh, y'all fried.
Say it was you, he said. Say it
Yeah,
was you. He
he
wanted
said-
his friend to take the blame
Uh-huh.
for something he did. First of all, his finger was not on the trigger. Why did he put his...
What? Yeah, Alex, his finger was most assuredly on the fucking trigger. His finger was absolutely on the trigger. I don't know what Alex is saying. After he shot, then his finger came off the trigger. It was 100% on the trigger.
Oh, he just shot the gun.
Say it was you. Say you was
Oh, y'all fried.
Say it was you, he said. Say it was you. He wanted his friend to take the blame for something he did.
I said, I don't know.
First of all, his finger was not on the trigger. Why did he put his finger on the trigger and pull it? And then be so surprised that it goes off after you intentionally put your finger on the trigger and it shot. Surprise, surprise! Oh,
she's talking about initially.
Showcasing.
Oh, okay, she was talking about initially when he was holding the firearm. And then when he brought it down and aimed it at the camera, his finger moved to the trigger. That's what she was saying. Okay. No, Xanax, what I think she's talking about is when he first starts. Hang on.
Bro, did he just say it was
What?
you?
When he first starts, his finger is indexed. So I was confused too. She's referring to when he starts, he's indexed. And then when he lowers the gun, it goes from index to trigger. That's what she's talking about. But don't worry, I got confused by what she was saying too.
Surprise, surprise! Since we're already showcasing what guns
Yes,
are
the mag well was
designed
empty,
and
big dog.
supposed to do, here's another video of a gun doing what it's supposed to do.
I think we've seen this. I'm pretty sure we've seen this. They're shooting a music video or something. Yeah, we saw this on Darwin Awards. I forget who this fucker is, but yeah, they were shooting a rap video or something, and they had this carbine, and it was loaded, and yeah, they put a round into the floor. Yeah, we've seen this one.
I gotta watch that again.
Yeah, he's some kind of bullshit rapper or something.
It might be real, he said. Pulls back on the charging handle. Speeds around in. Pulls the trigger.
Eh,
Hold on a second. Why is there a loaded gun? What in the Alec Baldwin is going on here? It's so funny how you have badass gangster thugs or like super badass on camera until a gun goes off and they all scatter running.
Why are you running?
Like a bunch of cockroaches running for the hills. But it's not always the gangster thug guys that are trying to be badass that have NDs. Cops have NDs too.
Yeah, they do. Then, hang on. That was something. Okay, hang on. What the fuck happened there? Hang on. Oh, it went off while she was pointing it down. It went off right there. I can't even tell if her finger was on the trigger. Yeah, her finger was on the trigger. It looks like a Walther. That's what it looks like. It looks like a Walther, and yeah, her finger is on the trigger. You can see it right there. This is, I'm not sure where this is. It's a is it a Makarov? Okay, it could be a Makarov. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That actually could be a Makarov. So, yeah, they're in Russia here. Is this Cyrillic? Oh wait, you guys can't see it. Hang on. They might be in Russia because I think I'm pretty sure this is Cyrillic right here, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, this actually is probably in Russia. So these are Russian cops.
Well, there is a company that just rents luxury vehicles that don't work to wannabe musicians and influencers to record videos.
Yeah, it's not surprised, Johnny. And my guess is they probably aren't actually luxury vehicles. They're probably kit cars. And they rent them out just to have pretty backgrounds.
I wish there was sound to this.
And no ear pro. This one didn't have ear pro. And right now all she's hearing is
Oh, come on. It's not that bad.
Oh my god! She missed the gun tethered to her still. Oh my god! The gun was still tethered to her. It's like, wait, I'm coming with you, bitch.
It's not that bad. Oh my god! No! No! Shut up. Wait. Let's watch this again. Hold on, I'm gonna pause this real quick. This isn't even out of range. This just looks like it's supposed to be a loading table. Okay, just putting that out there.
I think it is at a rate. Well, I think it's in indoor range.
Pulls the trigger. This person's gonna have PTSD for the rest of their life, supposedly. It's still connected to her. She pulls it off the counter and it literally follows her.
Oh my god! Fantastic law enforcement right there. Negligent discharge and forgets that your goddamn sidearm is connected to you at the hip with a lanyard. And almost creates negligent discharge number 2. Well, in Soviet Russia, Revan, perhaps so. And yes, my Kimber had 2 safeties on it. It had grip safety and a thumb safety. And yes, I always made sure the thumb safety was engaged up until the point that I was firing. Yeah, exactly, friends. In Soviet Russia, gun chase you. It's Silverwolf, thank you for the follow.
Out the door, down the hallway. Oh my. It takes less than 2 seconds to pull the slide back and check the chamber. I just don't understand people. And usually when I go to a gun range, there is, well, indoor ranges anyway. Usually there is a ear and eye requirement past a certain point. And usually you load your weapon at the bay, not on the side. Maybe this is something different. This is in Russia, by the way. Maybe the rules are different. However, I still don't think the rules are different when
No, I think, Alex, you're neglecting one very sore possibility. It's in Russia. There are no rules. Okay? That's the point. There are no rules.
Applies to checking to see if your gun is loaded or not. But then again, it only takes 1 second to check the chamber by pulling the trigger. Think of the time saving. And as always, I want to thank Stopbox for sponsoring today's YouTube video. Stopbox is a quick,
No,
accessible
Dragon, that
retention
was
device
Russia.
for your pistol. And it requires no batteries, no electronics, so you'll never have to rely on those faulty electronics ever again. All you have to do is press down on the lid, use your finger code that you created that has up to 81 possible lock combinations, and then lift up. That's it. Quick, reliable access to keep your
Damn!
firearm from unintended use.
She got a
And
nice
the best part
piece in
is,
that
it's
box.
made here right in the USA. Not to mention, it's very light and portable, but still has unmatched toughness and
This is
has
true,
been
Benners.
tested
This is very
with
true.
a weighted gun from 35 feet. So get yours today. Check out StopboxUSA.com, or you can click on the link below and make sure to use code ALEX to save 10%. Typically, when someone has an ND, usually it's like one round, right? And the person gets shocked and they're like, oh my gosh, I had an ND. I better clear my weapon and make sure it's safe. This is the first time I've ever seen anyone have a complete mag dump ND. Completely. I don't even know
What?
what you would call that. Let
What?
me know in the comments below what we should call this situation. Also, I want to go ahead and apologize for the way the video is formatted. Apparently a lot of reposts. As videos get reposted on the internet, more people edit it and it just looks like crap. I hate the internet sometimes, but this is the only one I can find. You got so scared?
Okay.
Why are you looking away?
That's okay. That was, I can understand why why it was a mag dump. So that was a switch. No, I don't think it's the same guy from earlier. Yeah, I told you, I'm not sure. I don't know what, like, hang on, let me see this.
Why are you looking away? It's so...
I'm sure he had a hang fire. Like, he did that first one. Hang on.
Why are you looking away?
Shot one. Pulls the trigger, nothing. Yeah, I think he had a hang fire. Cause you could see he like throws the bullet
Away?
right there. He's trying to throw the fucking bullet like an idiot. And it didn't work. And so he's like, what the hell? And starts going to look at it like, what's going on? And then it goes off. I don't know if the trigger jammed. If it's a Glock, like I suspect it's a Glock switch. I don't think I don't know if the trigger jammed. That's the thing. It's like, yeah, the quality is not great, so it's tough to tell if this was a hang fire or he was having an issue with the trigger. And maybe, maybe when he was pulling the trigger, his finger was not fully covering the trigger, and thus the integral safety was engaging on the trigger, because maybe he was only touching one half of the trigger and thus not depressing the trigger safety. And so the trigger was not pulling, and so then he shifted position ever so slightly and squeezed again, and the trigger went off, and obviously, because it's a switch and it was in full auto mode, it just mag dumped in 5 seconds. I don't know, but whatever the case is, he's damn lucky the way this thing just luked that he didn't shoot himself in the head.
It's so funny because he puts the pistol down like this and is so scared of it, doesn't even want to look at the gun. He literally goes like this, turns away, doesn't even want to make eye contact with the gun because, if you make eye contact with the gun, it'll shoot.
Not all of them did, Pigeon. That first 1 or 2 rounds went skyward. Yeah, that first round went skyward. Right there. That went up. And then thankfully the rest went into the dirt.
It's so funny because puts the pistol down like this and is so scared of it, doesn't even want to look at the gun. He literally goes like this, turns away, doesn't even want to make eye contact with the gun because, you know, if you make eye contact with the gun, it'll shoot you, obviously. But it appears that there was a malfunction and the gun ran away from him. He goes to flinch on that second round and it doesn't go off. And he's like, what the hell? And this freaking windmill and bullets everywhere. Good Lord. I just never seen a
Albert.
Actually, I take that back. There was a runaway video we did on an AK at a range, and an AK did run away from a guy. However, he did keep it down range. So that was
But wait a minute. We've seen a full mag dump runaway in some of her other videos, where the guy actually had, I think it might have been a Glock switch. The same goddamn thing happened as what happened to this kid. He fucking windmilled the gun and it went everywhere. We reacted to that. That was a runaway I'd say that was a runaway mag dump. So yeah, we have seen this before. Although maybe she's not classifying that as, she may not be classifying that as a negligent discharge because he was maybe intending to shoot it, but he just lost control of it. So in the sense of the context of this particular video, she's not equating it to a negligent discharge, just a runaway mag dump.
was a close call. So this might be the second time I've seen a
I
full
believe it is
dump
J10.
ND. I know we call them like runaways, but I feel like we need to call them something more interesting than a runaway gun or whatever. So I know we just showed a video of a cop ending at the range. Here's a cop ending into someone's apartment.
No. Uh-oh.
Just your hands.
He doesn't have a weapon, I promise.
Get out. Get out. Step out. Step out. Step out. Face that way.
Fuck.
I know that cop probably shat his pants.
Yup.
He knew he did it.
What the fuck are you running for?
Wait, did they just... Hang on. I want to see that again. I think they were trying to cover it up just then. Listen again.
Just your hands.
He doesn't have a weapon, I promise.
Get out.
That Green's
out.
taking it
Step
very
out.
calmly.
Step out. Step out. Face that way.
I know that cop probably shat his pants. He knew he did it.
You hear that? Why were you pointing something at me? They're already trying to cover it up. Look. Zedra's kind of covering up some of it.
Donut made a video on this. From what I remember, the police chief tried to cover it up. Cheer 100.
The fucking cops are all immediately trying to cover up. I thought he was pointing something at... I thought he was pointing something at me, dude. He's already trying to cover it up. Saying, oh, I thought he was pointing something at me. Oh, yeah, he's shitting his pants because he knows he's fucked. And they're already trying to do the spin.
What the fuck are you running for?
You go to a fucking cop because you put that. I see how you put that.
You know what? I try to back up a cop. I try to back cops up every chance I get. I'm sorry. In this incident, he's fucking right. I see how you fools act. Yes! This man, regardless of if he's a criminal or not, is 100% correct. Look at how they acted. This man is lucky he was back against a wall when they breached that door. Because he would have been dead. If he'd been standing in front of the door, he would have been dead. The cop would have blown him away. And now they're actively trying to cover it up. 5 seconds afterwards, they're already trying to. They know they're wearing body cams, so they're trying to verbalize, why did you point something at me, to make it to try and cover up why they discharged like that.
Uh-huh.
The officers chased Cervantes, and as they approached the victim's open front door, they saw Cervantes standing just inside the doorway. One of the officers then illuminated the inside of the apartment with his flashlight and saw Cervantes taking what he believed was a shooting stance.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, this cop, by all rights, is done. Yeah, too bad there's no clear view of the suspect. Shit. Yeah, this is 100% a fucking cover-up. He only got suspended. That's it. Yeah, Street, I was just about to say, this is why people have such a strong distrust of police these days. You wonder why people don't trust the police and won't talk to the police. Because, unfortunately, when the bad ones do bad stuff, they don't actually receive punishment for it. And thus the good ones can't do their fucking job. Funky, he must have. Which again is against training. Cops are supposed to be trained that when they index a weapon, fingers should be off the trigger. Finger should be indexed on the trigger guard. You do not put your finger on the trigger unless you intend to destroy something. And because this cop was a fucking idiot, they're gonna cover it up and make it seem like he did something to deserve this. Heckle, this cop opened fire because he's a fucking moron. They opened the door, he saw a guy standing there, and he panicked. And just went bang. Basically, he shouldn't. Based upon this incident alone, I would not. This man should not be working in law enforcement or needs to go through heavy retraining. Heavy retraining. Yeah, well, Dragon, I mean, that's what most cops do. Is they do not pull their firearm unless there's a clear danger or they have to clear a location. Well, Leo, this wasn't even a warning shot. This was a flat-out negligent discharge. He jerked on the trigger when he saw this guy and fired a round. Heckle. Okay, so that's a misnomer. A taser is not your go-to when you're in a confrontational suspect situation where you still do not have eyes on and you are hunting for the suspect. The taser is secondary. For one very specific reason. It's better to transition down to a taser than have to transition up to your firearm. Because if you have to transition up to your firearm in a combat situation, you don't have time to do that. So for police, if there is a threat, if there is a conceived threat, or if there's a reported threat, they will go firearm first. Just because they don't, just because they don't know the level of threat. So it's better to go with a firearm with an unknown threat, credible threat, versus going with a taser, which, as you guys are saying, may or may not work, or you end up in a situation of a taser in a gunfight. So it's much better to transition down than to transition up.
His hands are up!
which resulted in an officer-involved shooting. Cervantes was not struck by gunfire and was taken into custody.
Why
without
is she
incident.
talking like she's a robot?
The officer chased Cervantes and
Hey, okay, good. Now we're getting this body cam. This is what I wanted to see. Okay. Hang on. Hang on, I want to see this. Finger is on the motherfucking trigger. Finger's on the trigger. He did absolutely everything wrong. And he could see the man is standing with his hands up. Yeah, the firearm was barely out of its holster. He was indexed here. He's actually staring at this guy. He has line of sight to the suspect right now. He can see him clear as fucking day. He has line of sight. And he actively put his finger on the trigger and fired. And he's kind of aiming at him. He is so this man inside is so fucking lucky. Oh my god. This cop, I'm sorry, and I'm thinking based let's see. I'm trying to remember what the sleeve stripes are. I want to say each stripe on the sleeve is 5 years, so I believe this is a 10-year veteran. I cannot remember if the stripes on the sleeves are equal to 3 years or 5 years. I want to say it's 5 years. So if that's true, this man is a 10-year veteran who drew his firearm with finger on trigger. Holy fuck.
the officer chased Cervantes, and as they approached the door, they saw Cervantes standing just inside.
I thought it was fucking 20 something, dude.
Bro, that was a clearly an ND.
He doesn't have a weapon, I promise.
And ran back inside the victim's apartment.
Nope.
The officers chased Cervantes, and as they approached the victim's open front door, they saw Cervantes standing just inside the doorway. One of the officers then illuminated the inside of the apartment with his flashlight and saw Cervantes taking what he believed was a shooting stance.
Wait, hang on.
And saw Cervantes taking what he believed was a shooting stance.
Listen, looks deep. Yeah, she sounds AI and looks AI. Now, it could be the quality of the video. Listen to her words and watch her mouth. Listen to her words and watch her mouth.
Open front door, they saw Cervantes standing just inside the doorway. One of the officers then illuminated the inside of the apartment with his flashlight and saw Cervantes taking what he believed was a shooting stance.
Yeah, right.
It's out of sync. Yeah, it's out of sync. Yeah, it's not AI, but she's 100% basically, she's in full cover-up mode. That captain is in full fucking cover-up mode. Yeah, Falcon, it was too long. I'll read it out. About a decade ago before I got my shooting mount, when my folks was in a range shooting, an instructor hung out with me, and he let me do a police shooting training video with a sim pistol. He put a hostile with a shotgun. I did what a common sense cop. I waited till the hostile pop around and put his trigger finger on the trigger. I shot once, hit him dead center of the chest. His instructor was impressed. Nice, Falcon. Nice. I don't even think that was I'm not even 100% sure that that woman was a police chief. That woman very well could have been like a PR officer because she was wearing captain's bars. Most police chiefs wear oak leaf clusters or stars. So I think that was a captain for the police force, not the chief. So that was my guess is she was probably a media relations officer. Well, yeah, the lieutenant. Wait, lieutenant usually only has 1 bar, Kendrak. Captains have 2 bars. So yeah, it's she was definitely like whether or not she was getting her orders from above. She was definitely running defense for those cops. Big time. That was a big time media spin that she was spitting out. And I guarantee you, nobody believed it. Especially when this footage came out. It's the cop needs to be fired. I'm sorry. He may have like 7-10 years on the job. He needs to be fired or he needs to go through some serious retraining.
Which resulted
He
in
needs
an
punishment.
officer-involved shooting. Cervantes was not struck by gunfire and was taken into custody without...
Bro, I would have sued. Oh, I almost would have wished that bullet would have nicked me because based off the other officer's body camera footage, that was a clear freaking ND, clear as day. Like there's no way the lady doing the breakdown actually believes what she's saying. She's obviously reading a teleprompter because she sounds like robotic and her eyes are going from left to right and she doesn't understand anything that she is saying. Like what the
She's a PR.
I understand every cop isn't going to be a gun guy, right? But you are literally given weapons to use to protect and serve the communities. Not understand how firearms work and function and almost kill somebody who had their hands up and was complying. Apparently he was running from them, I guess. He wasn't actually necessarily complying 100%. But
yeah, the fact that the caller... God, I'm getting my words mixed up by what you guys are saying. Yeah, and she did. She had captain's bars on her collar. She did not have the butter bar. She had the 2 bars on each collar, so she was a captain. But the fact that he didn't get hit, he still needs to file a suit because that cop still took a shot at him. Negligent discharge or not, that individual, regardless of the fact that he may be guilty of a crime, that's a fucking lawsuit. And I'll bet you he did sue. It was probably just done very, very quietly. That's why no one ever heard about it.
But he didn't have a weapon. That dude ND'd the shit out of him. That there needs to be like a minimum amount of training. And there probably is. And I'm assuming cops maybe just don't do it because I feel like this happens all the time. You know, a couple videos ago, I said I've never seen anyone ND an entire mag full. I've never seen anyone ND realize and say I ND'd and then do it again.
Bro, I ND'd in my shit, bro. I just fucking ND'd in my fucking apartment, bro. So basically what I did was I had the mag in the gun with bullets in it, and then I racked the gun. All right, like it's racked right now. And then I did that. And then it got caught like that. So I take the bullet out. And then I guess I didn't get the bullet out. So when I test...
What?
My fucking god! Oh my fucking god! Yeah, just like that, he did it. What? And remember, he said he's in an apartment. That round probably went through the fucking floor. As did the second one. That he just ND'd a second time. Jesus Christ. Someone take this AR away from this man. Just someone take this away from him. I know people that say anybody should own a weapon. No, I'm sorry. You need to pass a basic goddamn skills test if you want to own a firearm. Okay? If you cannot safely handle a firearm, you should not own a firearm. This man is proof right here. He's ND'd twice because he's in a public building, in an apartment building, because he's too stupid to exhibit proper firearm safety. Fucking hell. Well, Duran, maybe he's in LA. Who the fuck knows? Oh my god.
I like how he calls the mag a bullet. I take the bullet out, releases the mag. First of all, hold on. I need to watch this again.
Indeed in my shit, bro. I just fucking Indeed in my fucking apartment, bro. So basically,
I hope he's on the first floor.
Was I had the mag in the gun with bullets in it, and then I racked the gun. All right, like it's racked right now, and then I did that, and then it got caught like that. So I take the bullet out. And then I guess I didn't get the bullet out. So when
the bullet out. First of all, who?
I don't know what the fuck fell out of the fire. What fell out of the mag well? Cause you notice right here, it's kind of tough to see. Something falls out right here. Well, I think a round actually falls out right here. So, yeah. No, someone called it in chat earlier, the extractor. I think it's a bit, I think someone was right, that extractor. What I think happened is when it got stuck, it was a double feed. He had a round loaded into the breech. The extractor did not draw the round out of the breech. And instead, when it came fully to the rear, it grabbed the next round in the mag, tried to load it, obviously couldn't because there was a round in the breech. And he went, what the hell? And so he did his stupid bullshit where he dropped the mag, pulled the charging handle several times, thinking I'm just gonna get it out, but the extractor was failing to grab the round seated in the breech. And then when he let the charging handle go and the bolt snapped forward, the round was still seated in the breech. He pulled the trigger, kaboom. So it's a faulty weapon and a faulty owner.
Then I guess I didn't get the bullet out. So when
the bullet out. First of all, who just pulls back on the charging handle over and over and over again, cycling rounds? In an apartment. What are you doing? Visually inspect the chamber, dude.
Yes.
And another reason why I love not living in an apartment anymore while I was house hunting, dude, I wonder how often this happens in apartments. This, I just pray
Depends on where you live, I
that
think.
he doesn't have any neighbors below him or beside him or above him. Bro just needs to go live out in the woods. Since I live stream on Twitch all the time, a lot of people ask me about my guns, whether if it's legal or not for Twitch's TOS to have weapons while you're gaming. And yes, you are allowed as long as you're being safe. Now, streamers like this are a reason why I feel like people like me eventually one day may not be able to have that privilege. What do you say privilege? The right.
Hostile veto warship inbound.
Bitch, say I ain't got money.
I think I've seen this. I can't remember who this is, but I'm pretty sure I've seen this happen before. Or I've seen what we're about to see. Doesn't he, point it at the camera and blow his camera away or something? I don't remember exactly. But yeah, I vaguely remember this.
Say I ain't got money.
My time has come.
God damn. What the?
Wait, what was that? What was that quick flashby? Hang on, what did that say? It was something that... Sound of Twitch account dying.
That poor G Fuel.
I swear to God, I just emptied the mag.
Did you just say, I swear to God, I just emptied the mag? You racked it.
Hostile veto warship inbound.
God.
Whoever edited this was.
Bitch, say I ain't got money.
There you
Say
go.
I ain't got money.
You just.
Time has come.
Wait, I actually, hang on a second. He racked it a second time. I want to see that. Wait a second. Hang on. Hang on. Okay, Emperor, have a good night. So after he pulls it out of the holster, he racks it. Hang on. Okay, so that was the round that he chambered. So he racked us. So he racked it a second time. So when he pulled the pistol out of the holster, he racked it around. Then he racked it again, and this was the round here on the table. And for reasons that escape me, he thought, my magazine's empty. There's no round in the chamber right now, and pulls the trigger.
God damn.
Oh, Falcon, you did a training with an active shooter with 3 shooters? That must have been a pretty wild fucking time. That must have been wild. This is how you get ants. Uh-huh. I don't know what else he blasted because it wasn't just the G Fuel. That round cleared the G Fuel and hit something else.
What the
Did he just continue to pull the trigger?
I don't know, Tarantio.
I swear to God, I just emptied the mag.
That's gotta be embarrassing. Say I ain't got money. Bah! Anyway, dude got banned from Twitch. I don't know if it was indefinitely or for how long, but a gun did what a gun's gonna do. What do y'all think is gonna happen? Just feel like I'm a broken record and keep repeating myself throughout today's video. A gun's gonna do what a gun's gonna do. What did you think was gonna happen? Here's another video of a gun doing exactly what it was designed.
All right. I have here a Sig Sauer P290, made in America.
That's it.
Very, very, very nice concealable gun. Slide locks back, pushing up here.
There's a mag in there.
Drop.
There's a mag in there.
Hammer.
You know, it's a great review for the gun. If you do exactly the steps needed to load this gun and then pull the trigger, it will reliably fire.
That's why I kept saying, there's a mag in there. There's a mag in there. There's a mag in there. Cause I knew I knew that was gonna happen. He had 2 loaded mags here. I knew the one in the gun was loaded too. Based on that.
Function exactly as designed. And I think it's so weird that these videos are still being posted on the internet. I'm sorry, if something like that happened to me, I would be deleting it and make sure it never saw the light of day. But I can only assume that this was a live stream and someone recorded it because we wouldn't have this beautiful masterpiece of a disaster. There is one ND video that I really, really wanted to show y'all, but YouTube has been age restricting and demonetizing a lot of my content lately. They've even gone back as far as a year to age restrict some of my videos. So I have to play by the rules.
They're reaching a year back to age restrict her stuff. Holy crap. They are starting to do this with a lot of YouTubers. Like, we were seeing it with this video we're watching is recent. I'm thinking they're starting to do this with a lot of YouTubers. And, like, that's how they got Henry. They got Henry and Jeannie by reaching back a full year to slap them for a video that's been on the platform for at least a year. And that's how they slapped them off the platform, by reaching back a full year. This is why I don't monetize my YouTube channel and why I don't count on monetization for YouTube. Because I would get the shit slapped out of me by them if I did. Oh yeah, I know they did, Revan. They fucked over Henry and Jeannie big time. They targeted that. But this is why I don't monetize the YouTube. This is why even if I hit 100,000 YouTube subscribers, I'm not going to apply for a play button because I don't want YouTube going back through all my videos and going, oh, we can smack this person for that. We didn't think about doing that before. We should do it now. So if I hit 100,000 subscribers, I'm not going to get that, which if I do, that'll be fucking wonderful, but I don't know if I'll ever do it. I'm not going to apply to the plaque. I guarantee you, I am not going to apply that for any, ex-subscriber plaque because, honestly, I don't want to risk it. Every time, I remember, I'm going wildly off topic here, but when Jeannie's channel hit the 100,000 subscribers and she applied for the plaque, YouTube dug back through her videos and they nuked her whole fucking channel because she applied for the plaque, so they decided to look back into her channel and said, oh, nope, your channel's done now. Because she applied for the plaque. So yeah, I will never apply for a YouTube plaque. Because even though I'm not even monetized, I don't want to take the chance that YouTube will nuke the channel.
For a little bit, definitely go find this video, or if one of y'all want to leave a link to the rest of the community down in the comments below to the old dudes in Poland who shoots the other guy with a double-barreled shotgun, or I don't even know if it was a shotgun. I can't remember. I haven't looked it up recently, but it got super viral and was all over the internet. So you've probably seen it, but if you haven't, someone else wants to link it below, do that. Definitely go watch. That is a learning experience, especially for public ranges. So I don't go to them. In last video, I always throw out there a curveball to y'all. I mean, I know a couple of videos ago we had a guy deep throating a Glock and it had nothing to do with the video. So today's curveball video is kind of relatable because the rage you get from gaming is unlike any other. It says when you lose a game of 2K, but I don't see... I've actually never seen a live television being shot at, so now that I know what that looks...
I actually feel like this might be bullshit. This doesn't feel right. This does not feel right. Was it, V-Dog? Is it did Brandon say this looked legit? Because this doesn't feel like it's legit. The damage he's doing to the TV feels too small. It feels way too small. I mean, now, granted, I have not shot a TV or a computer monitor that's live, so I don't have a frame of reference on the kind of damage that a TV or monitor would take. But it feels like maybe it's a 22. I don't know. It just feels like it's too small. The damn, again, I don't have a frame of reference, and this could be exactly what happens. It just feels like it doesn't. It feels too small.
I've actually never seen a live television being shot at, so now that I know what that looks like, this is how I visually saw myself as a child when I was playing Duck Hunt. You literally think you're shooting at the TV. Ow, I just bit my tongue. On that note, I am done with this video. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Let me know on what y'all thought your favorite video was from today. I'm gonna say probably the Twitch streamer that ND'd, trying to say oh, you don't think I got money? Rack a slide, pull the mag out, boom, pull the trigger. You're an idiot. Also want to remind y'all that I live stream on Rumble every Wednesday and Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern, and I live stream on Twitch Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern as well. I will leave a link of those below in the description. I hope to see y'all in my live chat. I try to be very active within my community. It's, you know, the best way for me to interact with y'all live and talk to y'all throughout chat. So it's always a good time. I'm also shipping out posters here soon for my Patreon folks. We do signed posters and stickers and patches and pins and all kinds of stuff. I always do cosplays on there, so you can check that out. Patreon.com/Alex.
Thank you for the follow.
Zedra. I will leave that below as well for another link to that, so you can check out my exclusive content there. But that's all I have for y'all today, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.
I bet you can find this poster.
The real ND here are these people fathers ending in their mothers and having them in the first place. Cheer 100.
I'm not gonna go that far, Redden. It's... Some people either just need to get seriously educated, or they just should not be allowed to have firearms. That's what it boils down to.